This is the GoTrax F5. Kaylee and I have owned these folding e-bikes for about 6 months now. I'm gonna give you the lowdown on them, what we love about them, what we hate about them, but ultimately why we're getting rid of them. I'm gonna start off with the things that we love about this bike. Number one being how compact it is. You can easily fold this bike down, easy to throw in the car, the truck, the back of our camper van even, and it's nice that we can keep it secure inside the vehicle. It's not exposed on a bike rack where you're worried about weather and if somebody's gonna steal it or not. The other thing we really like about it is the step-through design, and the ride comfort is actually really good for a folding e-bike. Now, one of the other key features that are really nice about this bike are the performance. The battery, 500 watts, the distance you can go on this battery, and the hydraulic brakes. All three of these things are honestly great. The front suspension and the transmission have performed really well. We haven't had any complaints. Now to get into some of the things that I don't like about this bike, and to be honest, folding e-bikes in general. Number one being this bike has very limited accessories. Kaylee and I had the Hey Bike Rangers previously before this, and they came with fenders, lights, and a rack, which are honestly a necessity. I've been biking through this wet terrain pretty well all day, and my back is soaked. Those are some of the things. I know you can pick them up aftermarket, but each of these bikes are a little bit different, so it's nice to have those accessories for sure. Next on the list of dislikes for the GoTrax F5 is actually the display. The GoTrax Tundra comes with an awesome display that both Kaylee and I love. The F5 comes with a little bit of a mono-colored display that isn't all that great. And the other thing is the throttle is delayed. I've heard other people say this in reviews as well. You hit the throttle and it takes about 3 seconds for it to actually kick in. That is a little bit irritating sometimes when you need that throttle to be going. This bike is actually a cadence sensor, which is not our favorite. Much prefer a torque sensor. With the cadence sensor, it's pretty well all or nothing, but with the torque sensor, you actually need to be putting effort into pedaling for the bike to engage the motor. The GoTrax Tundra is a torque sensor and we absolutely love it. Now, the last thing about this bike in particular that I'm not a fan of are the fat tires that are used. These tires are like street tires. If you're just riding on sidewalks, these are fine, but as soon as you go off-road, on dirt trails, on snow, on ice, on anything else, there needs to be a more aggressive tread. These are just like not doing the job, especially when they're fat tires. They're kind of designed for going off-road. They're a lot more stable. I think putting a more aggressive tire would have been a much better choice. Overall, this bike is honestly pretty good. Those are just some of the things that Kaylee and I have noticed after owning it for 6 months and riding it a lot. If you're interested in picking one of these up, we'd honestly recommend it. Maybe you could pick up some accessories as well, like fenders, a rack, a light. Kaylee and I have decided to get rid of this bike, and we are gonna be purchasing another GoTrax Tundra, so we both have them because we love that bike so much. If you guys are thinking about purchasing either the GoTrax F5 or the GoTrax Tundra, be sure to use the discount code MADE to explore when you go to checkout and you'll get a discount. Let me know in the comments below whether you are a fan of folding e-bikes or not. We have decided to get a bike rack for the van, which we're gonna be throwing both GoTrax mountain bikes on. We're gonna have a lot more room inside the van to store our gear, which will be super nice because that area is packed full right now. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have an awesome day and I'll see you in the next one.